Oh, Chris.
Chris.
We want to know.
Chris, would you swipe left or right on Tinder if Anna came up on Tinder? Would you swipe left or right? Left or right?
Answer the question, Chris.
I think that
Chirs Pine doesn't need Tinder. That's what we're realizing. He doesn't know what it is. He just steps out. Life is Tinder for Chirs Pine. He literally steps out of his door into a virtual Tinder. That's every day.
I think obviously we tell each other stories in life, and as storytellers, that's what we do. We tell each other stories so we can understand the world better, and there's catharsis, and we understand the models of what a hero could be and what the hero's journey as a human being is all about. But unfortunately, I think sometimes those stories too can be very prohibitive, confining, and this idea that we, especially in Western culture, Western literature, Tristan and Isolde and Romeo and Juliet, that there's some kind of all-encompassing, burning, passionate love that will never die out unless you both die. It's so depressing and not real. And that these two people, the prince living out this storybook life all the time in a completely non-relational manner with the woman that he's apparently in love with. I think it's very telling that this relationship, there's not one conversation until the last moment where they break up. I mean, if you look at the film, it's just these little 8th-page things of looking up gazingly, fervently at one another, and it doesn't mean anything. And I think the beautiful thing about it is that here's a woman that chooses to get out of the story of Romeo and Juliet and Tristan and Isolde. It's like, check it out, I don't want you, because you're lame, and you don't listen to me, but actually in that final moment he does listen, and I think it's very telling for the prince that he says, is this what you want? He's being very respectful, and the boundaries are very clear. Whereas I think what we're...
It's the first time he asks anyone a question.
Yeah. But I think that there's this trope in literature that somehow we're not whole unless we have another, which I don't think is correct. Personally, for me, I don't think it's not fair to the uniqueness and wonderfulness of the individual. It's that we can complement one another greatly, but we are not the source of each other's happiness, especially if you don't know who the hell you're talking to. So anyway, yeah.
Go to the wood!